Hello, everybody. This is Pastor Jeremy Berg bringing an exciting Main Street update here as we near the end of 2019. We have an exciting new vision that has come through a long season of stirring and burden. You see, we're living in a moment in history where people are very open to spirituality, very open to Jesus, but less likely than ever to come to church on Sunday to take the next step in their exploring of Christ. They'll turn to Wikipedia or YouTube or Google. Likewise, many of our children who grew up in the church are now grown with their own children, and we're saddened because they just don't come to church on Sunday. They haven't plugged into the regular Sunday thing that we brought them up to do. But we know they want to grow, many of them. So, what if we, instead of expecting them to come through the Sunday-centric model, what if we provided new pathways to growth, to meet them where they're at, to meet them all week long through different kinds of media engagement? You know what? These are exciting times, but here's a sobering thought. Do you know that the average American adult consumes 11 hours of media daily? Now, if you go to church twice a month to hear a half-hour sermon, which is a little bit long, you only get 12 hours of sermon teaching a year. Who's discipling who? We are being discipled by all the media we consume all week long in our car, on our smartphones. The question is, are we being discipled by Jesus and the scriptures and the church is teaching, or by the secular media? Main Street wants to fight fire with fire and begin to curate and create content for people to grow during the week. And this is exciting. The third burden is that after preaching for a decade at Main Street and having God brought many people who need deeper healing to us, I'm just no longer convinced that one more sermon or another Bible study is necessarily going to lead to that deeper inner transformation and healing that many people need. Jesus said that he wants to transform us in our heart, soul, mind, and body. And a lot of our teaching is aimed just at the head, more knowledge. So Main Street's fresh vision is to explore new and innovative ways to bring the teaching, wisdom, and the healing power of Jesus to people beyond the walls of the church, beyond the Sunday morning service, beyond the Sunday sermon. Jesus' entire ministry is summed up by Matthew in chapter 4 as going about from village to village, doing two things, teaching and healing. Main Street's 2020 vision is to bring teaching content to people in this on-demand, on-the-go culture, as well as bringing more holistic pathways to deeper healing through building, and this is exciting, through building a network of spiritual coaches and counselors. That's right. Main Street's small and we have no other staff, but we have people who are joining this network to make their gifts available to us. We're partnering with local therapists and counselors, people trained in one-on-one spiritual direction, and we are going to be able to bring people to these people and together walk forward towards deeper healing than what happens by coming to church Sunday after Sunday. We believe in this vision. We believe it's compelling. We believe God has also provided a new location at a fraction of our current rent because we want more of our resources going into direct spiritual care and less going to pay the rent. And so we will be moving our ministries over to St. Martin's by the Lake in 2020. We will worship at 5 p.m. on Sundays in a historic 1888 chapel, which is just beautiful. And all week long, we will have more space than we've ever had to have holy yoga classes, to have spiritual workshops on the weekends. We'll have offices designated for spiritual counselors and spiritual directors to come in and meet with people, and on and on. So we sense God's hand on Main Street in this particular moment. And we also now are counting on God to help us fund this new and innovative vision. And it's the vision that gets us back to our original call to be a church that is not waiting for people to come to us on a Sunday, but rather following Acts 17:17, bringing the teaching and healing ministry of Jesus into the marketplace, onto Main Street, where people are going about their everyday life. We would invite you to just prayerfully consider partnering with us. We are a unique church with a unique impact, but also unique funding structure. In nearly our 10th year, we still rely on nearly half of our donations come from outside supporters like you. So we simply cannot move forward unless God continues to stir in hearts to fund this ministry at Main Street. So would you consider sponsoring counseling sessions this year? Would you consider sponsoring a month of ministry? Would you consider joining many other monthly partners to keep us going strong? Thank you so much for your interest and your support over the years. Thank you for staying with us during this exciting moment of transition. From all of us at Main Street, we want to say Merry Christmas, and may we go forward in this new year poised to have a wider reach and deeper impact than ever before. God bless you, and Merry Christmas.